Dover Castle, a fortress that has stood the test of time, witnessing the ebb and flow of history. Standing guard over the Strait of Dover, it has been a silent sentinel, watching over the waters that separate England from continental Europe. Its strong outline against the iconic white cliffs tells stories of long ago, of battles fought and won, of kings and queens, and of a nation's resilience. This castle is super important. It's not just a relic of the past, but a living monument that continues to draw visitors from around the world, eager to walk through its storied halls and learn about its rich history. It has protected England for over 900 years, standing as a testament to the architectural prowess and strategic foresight of its builders. Through the changing seasons and the passage of centuries, Dover Castle has remained a steadfast guardian. Since William the Conqueror built it, Dover Castle has seen many battles. It has been a focal point in the defence of the realm, witnessing the clash of swords and the roar of cannons. It's been attacked, made stronger, and rebuilt. Each stone in its walls tells a story of resilience and renewal, of a fortress that has adapted and evolved through the ages. But it's always been a sign of England's strength, a symbol of national pride. Dover Castle stands tall, its flag flying high, a beacon of the enduring spirit of the English people. This is the key to England. Its strategic location has made it a crucial point of defence, a gateway that has protected the nation from invaders and safeguarded its shores. Dover Castle is not just a historical monument, it is a symbol of England's enduring legacy and its unyielding spirit. The castle's story is tied to England's story. It's been there for all the big moments. It was important in the 100 Years' War. It stood strong against Napoleon. And in both world wars, Dover Castle was a strong defender again. This time, its defences were hidden underground. Under the castle's walls and towers, there was a secret. Hidden tunnels went under the ground. These tunnels would be super important during England's most dangerous time. The future of the country depended on the people working down there in the dark. The tunnels weren't built for World War II. They were started much earlier, during a different war. In the late 1700s, Britain had a new enemy across the water, Napoleon's France. It looked like France might invade. So Britain started building lots of defences. Dover Castle, being so important, was the main focus. In 1797, they started digging tunnels under the castle. These tunnels were for soldiers to stay in, safe from enemy attacks. The tunnels were dug into the soft, chalky cliffs. It was very hard work, all done by hand. They dug out tons and tons of chalk. The first tunnels were called the medieval tunnels. They were simple, damp, and crowded. But they could hold 2,000 soldiers. They were the only underground barracks in Britain. These tunnels were important during the Napoleonic Wars. Even though there wasn't a big invasion, they made people feel safer. War came to Europe again in 1939. World War II made Dover Castle important again. The tunnels, quiet for over 100 years, were needed again. They would be useful in the war. But they were old and not ready for modern fighting. Before the war really started, they made the tunnels bigger. They made the old tunnels larger and stronger. They dug new tunnels deeper into the cliffs. It was all very secret. The sounds of machines and hammers echoed in the tunnels. Workers dug out tons of chalk and secretly took it away at night. The expansion project was a massive undertaking involving hundreds of workers and engineers. They worked tirelessly, day and night, to ensure the tunnels were ready for any eventuality. The old tunnels, which had been used for various purposes over the years, were reinforced with concrete and steel. This made them capable of withstanding bombings and other wartime threats. New tunnels were carved out with precision, extending the network deep into the cliffs. These new sections were designed to house command centers, storage facilities, and even living quarters for soldiers. The secrecy of the project was paramount. Workers were sworn to silence, and the entire operation was shrouded in mystery. Even the local residents had no idea what was happening beneath their feet. The machinery used was state-of-the-art for its time. Massive drills and excavators worked in unison, creating a symphony of industrial sounds that echoed through the underground chambers. The chalk that was removed was transported under the cover of darkness to avoid drawing attention. This chalk was then used in various construction projects, further masking the true purpose of the excavation. As the tunnels expanded, so did the complexity of the project. Engineers had to constantly adapt to the changing conditions, ensuring that the structural integrity of the cliffs was maintained. Ventilation systems were installed to provide fresh air, and elaborate lighting systems were set up to illuminate the dark corridors. The entire operation was a testament to human ingenuity and determination, laying the groundwork for what would become a crucial part of the war effort. The tunnels became a huge maze. Stretching beneath the historic Dover Castle, these tunnels were a marvel of wartime engineering. They were designed to be a hidden fortress, a secret stronghold that could withstand the pressures of war. The labyrinthine network was so complex that even seasoned soldiers could get lost without a map. It was a place where every turn could lead to a new discovery or a dead end. The tunnels were not just a means of transportation. They were a lifeline for the soldiers stationed there. They went on for over 3 miles under the castle. Imagine walking through these dark, narrow corridors, knowing that above you a war was raging. The tunnels provided a safe haven, a place where soldiers could regroup and plan their next move. They were a testament to human ingenuity and the will to survive. The sheer length of the tunnels was staggering, and they were meticulously planned to ensure that every inch served a purpose. From storage rooms to living quarters, every space was utilized to its fullest potential. The tunnels had electricity, air vents, and telephones. These modern conveniences were crucial for maintaining communication and ensuring the well-being of the soldiers. The electrical wiring snaked through the tunnels, providing light in the darkness. Air vents were strategically placed to ensure a steady flow of fresh air, preventing the tunnels from becoming stifling. Telephones were a lifeline, allowing soldiers to communicate with the outside world and coordinate their efforts. These features made the tunnels a self-sustaining environment, capable of supporting life even in the harshest conditions. They were built for lots of things: command centers, communication hubs, and hospitals. The command centers were the nerve centers of the operation, where strategies were devised and orders were given. Communication hubs ensured that messages could be sent and received quickly, a vital component in the fast-paced environment of war. Hospitals were set up to care for the wounded, providing a place of refuge and healing. These facilities were a testament to the resilience and resourcefulness of the people who built and operated them. This underground city was super important for the war. It was a bustling hive of activity, with soldiers and workers moving through the tunnels at all hours. The tunnels were a microcosm of the larger war effort, a place where every individual played a crucial role. From the cooks who prepared meals to the engineers who maintained the infrastructure, everyone had a part to play. The tunnels were a symbol of unity and determination, a place where people came together to fight for a common cause. As the war went on, the tunnels under Dover Castle were ready. They were constantly being updated and improved to meet the changing demands of the war. New tunnels were dug, and existing ones were reinforced. Supplies were stockpiled and new technologies were implemented. The tunnels were a dynamic environment, always evolving to stay one step ahead of the enemy. They were a testament to the adaptability and ingenuity of the people who built and maintained them. They were a hidden fortress, with thousands of people working hard in secret. The secrecy of the tunnels was one of their greatest strengths. Few people outside of those who worked there knew of their existence. This allowed the tunnels to operate without interference, providing a safe and secure environment for the war effort. The people who worked in the tunnels were unsung heroes, their efforts often going unnoticed by the outside world. But their contributions were invaluable, and their legacy lives on in the history of Dover Castle. The future of many countries was uncertain. The tunnels were a place where the fate of nations was decided. Strategies were devised, alliances were formed, and decisions were made that would shape the course of history. The tunnels were a place of hope and determination, a place where people came together to fight for a better future. The uncertainty of the war was a constant presence, but the people who worked in the tunnels never wavered in their resolve, and deep under the White Cliffs, history was being made. The tunnels were a silent witness to the events that unfolded above. They were a place of refuge and resilience, a hidden fortress that played a crucial role in the war effort. The legacy of the tunnels lives on, a testament to the ingenuity and determination of the people who built and operated them. The White Cliffs of Dover stand as a symbol of strength and endurance, a reminder of the hidden fortress that lies beneath.